Hi, everybody, and welcome to video 3, Going Beyond Sustainability, How We Can Build a Regenerative Business Model. I'm Char Love. I'm the Chief International Advocacy Officer at Natura, and I'm Executive in Residence at the Side Business School at the University of Oxford.
And I'm Dr. Mary Johnston-Louis, Senior Fellow in Management Practice at the Side Business School, University of Oxford. And together we've prepared this series of short online videos designed to provide you with an introduction to regenerative business. Welcome to video 3. Our focus in this video is really looking in depth at how to go beyond the status quo. This is a concept that we introduced in video 1 as core to regeneration. We're thinking about how we go beyond the status quo to explore ways to build a truly regenerative business model.
Let's start with the question, what is a business model? Now, there are a lot of different definitions of business model out there. The one that I like the most actually breaks it down into 3 core elements. Element 1 is the value proposition. This is the offer and the target customer that you're choosing to sell your business or your products to. The second is the value creation and delivery. These are the activities, the resources, the partners, and the distribution channels for your product and service. The third element is the value capture. This is the cost structure and the revenue. But to be a regenerative business model, we actually need to add a little bit more to this definition. Mary, what are the things that we should add?
Thanks so much. It's really a more sophisticated set of design principles. So fundamentally, a regenerative business model is one that also has the features that it creates positive impact for the systems on which it impacts and depends. So those natural and social systems, the people and planet. It also has a feature of a proactive management of a more comprehensive set of stakeholders and often stakeholder measurement and stakeholder metrics. How do we really understand what our impact is? And then the third feature is about time and temporality. It's about this idea that regeneration is a long-term endeavor. It happens in a sustained way over time, and so therefore it requires a business model that can encompass a long-term perspective. So as we mentioned in video 1, we don't yet think there are any examples of truly regenerative business today. But we do see signs of businesses working with existing design principles and who are on this journey to experiment with ways that go beyond the current models and seek ways to create true and measurable positive impact. So Char, please walk us through a couple of these examples.
Thanks, Mary. I think there are some really interesting examples we can look at of businesses that are on this regenerative journey. One of them is a business here in the UK called Elvis and Cressy, which takes waste materials like fire hose, leather, and other materials that would otherwise go to a landfill and uses these materials to create luxury accessories like handbags, notebooks, and a whole bunch of other things. Now, what makes them really interesting is not only are they taking materials that would otherwise go to landfill and giving them a new life, but they actually, as a business, also give half their profits to charity. And the workshop that they use to make these products is actually in itself in a state-of-the-art net zero building. Now, Elvis and Cressy have recently taken another step on the regenerative journey. They recently bought a farm and now have been working to restore the soil at this farm to create the conditions to regeneratively grow grapes to make wine. Now, this really is an interesting journey when it comes to becoming a regenerative business, because Elvis and Cressy are not just building their own products and services, which of course they are and doing a really great job of it, but they also have an aim to transform their industry, the luxury industry. They want to really have people really think about what it means to be a luxury product. They're also creating positive impact for both people through the donations that they make for their profit and the planet. And that's about, again, more than just minimizing harm, but they're actually trying to find ways to really innovate when it comes to how they're able to positively contribute to the land where they are and the business model they're building. In addition to this dedication and willingness to try new things, we can see that Elvis and Cressy are also really up for always learning. They recognize that it takes a huge amount of energy and commitment to build these sorts of businesses. And they're also really open and up for finding ways to partner with others. So that's one example of a business that, again, is on a regenerative journey when it comes down to its business model. There's another business that I suspect many people know, which is also on a journey to become regenerative. And that business is Patagonia. Patagonia is a really interesting business that many of you will probably already know. And you probably know it because it's a business that's known for selling jackets and outdoor gear. But what some of you might not realize is that actually Patagonia is recently started to get into the food business. Now, Patagonia Provisions is a division of Patagonia, which was created to address the challenges in the food system by showing it is possible to go beyond our current cultivation approaches. And Patagonia has worked with others in the agricultural field to create the regenerative organic certification. And they do this as a way of showing ways to support other businesses to consider the wider range of impacts that they have and how they can focus on creating positive value for people and the planet through their processes.
Very exciting. So, what we're hearing, Shar, is that business model innovation is not easy, but it is an enormous invitation to be creative. It is fundamentally the biggest innovation opportunity of our time. So, when we think about regeneration, we are thinking about transformative ways to deliver and capture value that creates positive impact, considers wide range of stakeholders, and takes a long-term perspective. This is a truly exciting invitation